Okay. So this useRef, we can use the any DOM element. Okay. useRef is a hook which is available in the React. Okay. And using the useRef, we can get any document reference, DOM reference. Okay. Suppose if you have any form, login form is here. Let us go to login form. So whenever we come to in this page, by default, I want to focus for this field. Okay. Currently, it is not focus in the first field. I want to focus in the first field. So we can write the code like a document dot get element by id dot focus method. We can call this, but in React, it is not suggested to do like this. Instead of that approach, we can go for the useRef hook. Okay, there is a hook called useRef. Let us open the login component. Okay, so inside the login component, this is the input field. So inside the input field here, we are having like a on chain something. So if you want to write anything, first let us create one useRef hook. So let's go to top and create the constant. This is username ref is equal to useRef. Okay. So we have created. Now we need to link this useRef with the input field. Go to that input field, whichever the field you want to link it. Let us go to this input field here, and there is a property called ref. So you can inside the ref, you can give this property. So now it is linking, this input field is linking with the user ref. And whenever we come to this page, we want to focus. So if you want to do any activity on the starting itself, then we have to use one hook. What is the hook? We should use it useEffect. Let us use the useEffect. This useEffect take how many arguments? Two arguments. So the first argument is ES6 function, and second argument is nothing but some empty array. This is nothing but a dependencies. So we don't have any dependencies. That is the reason I am writing like this. Okay. So inside this ES6 function, we are going to write like a useRef dot current dot focus. So this useRef is nothing but a reference variable. Inside this use reference variable, there is a property called current. This current will refer the DOM element. Okay. Inside the DOM element, we can call the focus. So let us click on save and reload the page. So let us go to any other page, and I will come to the login page. Login page. So whenever we come to the login page, automatically focus is coming. So this is the advantage using the useRef. And this useRef, even though like suppose whenever any property changes, automatically component will re-render or not, it will execute from the top to bottom. But even if you are changing any variable inside the useRef, component will not re-render. It will not trigger any re-render process. Okay, and only useState variable will re-render the component. This useRef will not cause the re-render process. That is the one thing. And second task is, suppose we want to show one timer task. Okay, so let's go to some timer task, something like this component. Here we have some timer and some 0 is there. Suppose whenever I'm clicking start, we want to increase the time, and whenever we want to stop, it would stop there only, but it not set to the 0. And if you want to reset it, it will go to the 0 again. Okay, so for this one, let us see the code and we'll try to do this. If you go to the component, first let us see. So what we have written one div here. Inside the div, first we are printing the some seconds here. Okay, this seconds is nothing but a one useState variable to track the seconds. What is the time? That is and next thing is we are writing a one button. This button name is a start, and another button stop, another button reset. Here we are calling a start timer. Whenever we are clicking here, we are calling the start timer. So inside the start timer, we are going here. So inside the start timer, what we are written? We are writing a set interval. So the set in what is the use of set interval? If you want to execute multiple times, then we have to go for a set interval. Okay. So what is our task? For each time we want to increase our count. That is the reason we are calling like a, what is our setter method? Set seconds. So we are calling this set seconds. Okay. Here we are writing one ES6 function. This ES6 function will take the previous value. previous value means whatever the previous second value is there, it will take the previous value. Okay, and we are writing previous value plus 1. That means whatever the previous value here in the second, it will come here and plus 1. We are setting that value to here. Whenever we are setting any value here, automatically component will re-render, right? Okay, but we want to store this reference, this set interval. If you want to clear the interval, we need to store that interval into one variable. So that is the reason we are creating one useRef. Inside the useRef, we are saying interval dot current. So that means we are storing all this reference into current of interval reference. Okay, and whenever we are stopping here, we are clearing the interval. That means we will stop the interval. It will not re-trigger. And whenever we want to reset, reset means the count also we want to go to 0. That is the reason we are saying a set seconds is equal to 0. And we again we are clearing the interval. So this is the code. Let us see here. So first we are going to start. So every 1 second, it will increment by 1 something. Suppose I want to stop it here. So you can stop it here. Suppose I want to reset here. It will stop. It will not increase. Okay. Suppose if you don't have this user reference, this task is very difficult. So this user reference is what will happen is, even though your component is re-rendering, this user reference will still hold the previous value, whatever the value that interval it is there, right? It will hold that one. That is the reason we are able to clear this interval. Okay.